I was just watching some guy talking about the Russian troops and the way they feel. And they're talking, it's radio transmission that's been intercepted by the Ukrainians. Supposedly they can't say, validate it for sure, but you know, it sounds real. One guy's saying, kill your fucking generals because he's saying they sent us out. They say fuck a lot in Russia. They cuss like raped sailors in the Russian army. They're saying fucking kill them. They brought us out here. They left us for fucking 3 days before we even realized they were gone. They got cigarettes. They've got food. They've got fucking all this great stuff. And here we are. We're hungry. We have no food stuff. And the guy on the other side says, you kill that fucker. And he says, soldier one. But it just like brought back great memories. And I'm looking, who's this fucking guy that's talking? And I read his name at the bottom. It's General Petraeus. And I said, wow, you ever heard of General Petraeus, baby?
No, I have not.
I've heard of him a lot. I've never seen him. I think I've seen him. I didn't realize it was him. And, you know, somewhere you meet in between. And see, that's the great thing with this. I can talk to Victoria out there. She may or may not be there. And it made me think. It did. I'm not making this up. She saw it happen. I thought it, and I was like, I got to talk about it. So I fit it in right here. Don't worry about it. You just, one more time me asking you to believe me. I thought about it, and like, what it is when she's not here in the scene. And I'm standing there talking to her and talking to her and talking to her. And I look at these things sometimes and I say, is anybody even really fucking there? It's like, oh, just poured my beer on the floor if it sounded like a cow pissing on a rock. I was like, what the hell is that? Oh, I ruined the magic.
Oh.
Ah. But then the other times, I'm just kidding, baby. Welcome. I didn't know what you were coming here for. I thought you were afraid that my bladder fell out. It was my beer. And how there are other videos I look at and I'm standing there talking to you and I'm talking and talking and talking. And in the back of my mind, I know there's nobody there. I'm just talking to myself, talking to her. And I guess that makes it a monologue in its own way. But just a long ranted thing, which is different than the soliloquy, which, look at it, soul, S-O-L means one, you know, alone, it just in yourself, just one. Soliloquy, that's where a guy is just standing there talking to himself and verbalizing his thoughts and his feelings. He's not talking to anybody else. He's just having that moment like Tony and that one, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. The little test run audition thing that I did with from a play that I just made it my own, and the woman was like, Jesus, you know, everybody does it so, you know, and you know they're supposed to be he's supposed to be tough, but I turned it out to him saying I used all the right words, but I made it into questions. Why do you think I'm like this? I never realized this about myself, which is maybe the way it was meant to be written. But all these fucking hacks, they think, oh, you gotta be tough. You gotta do a Dracula impression if you're gonna be a vampire. Oh, the children of the night, listen to their song. And it turns out that I'm not doing that either. she's there. She's there. And it brings it somewhere in between a monologue and a soliloquy, because we're talking in principle here. There's some place in between it that it doesn't match either of them, but it uses both of them. So you get the person that is listening, sitting right off to the side, and you actually hear her every once in a while. And you wonder, is she real? Or is his acting just so great? You can hypnotize somebody. But this is what we have. It's like somewhere in between. It's a monologue sucked up into a soliloquy, which has been spit back out and manifest through the pure thoughts of the individual in the eyes of others, which people don't often see. And so this guy Petraeus says, hi, baby. He says the troop morale is getting low. And he says, another thing that's going on, he says, they're over there still abandoned, and now they're going to start hearing, these are conscripts and draftees that are going to start hearing, as they're about to get out, expiration of term of service. They're about to get the dirty ETS. They're about to be told that they're going to have to stay longer. The dirty ETS. See? Good and evil. The yin and yang. Yin and yang. ETS, expiration of term of service. You get out. You're a free man again. Dirty ETS, extended term of service. And I had a flashback from the war when I heard him saying that they're going to be really upset when they got to find out they got to stay longer, because that flashback took me right back. It was like about December, before it was even war. I've been, whatever. I'd already been over there for fucking 4 months, and I was slated to get out in July of 91. And that, it was a goal. I didn't want anybody standing in the way of that. And I was always told that I had a bad attitude because I was giggling all the time. Laughing, running, everybody falls down, everybody's going crazy, you're running, jump over them and yell out. It's chaos. Every man for himself. And Joseph, First Sergeant Doring, it's that stuff. I had a bad attitude, they said. And when it was getting around that maybe they were going to be extending people's terms of service, I was just like, you motherfuckers. I said, you always say I have a bad attitude. You try that shit, and I'm gonna show you one. Thought I had a bad attitude before. Either I learn to fly a helicopter and I escape, or I fucking crash a helicopter and destroy a multi-million-dollar fucking piece of machinery. I'd be getting the fuck out of there. As it turned out, then we went into Iraq, and they were done in 3 days. And so I was home on time to ETS the good way. You wanna see a bad attitude? You notice all these fucking Russian soldiers are drunk, running through town and torturing and terrorizing people. It's because they don't have any liquor on their site. So They got to steal it when they go into town. You take things away from people that they like while they see other people doing it, not caring about you. I guess that's what you get.